They feed, they take up organic materials and inorganic materials, convert these materials into providing nutrients for themselves. Like most of you ate before coming to school, right? Yes. This food that you eat, some of you ate rice, some of you ate akpu. For those that eat akpu in the morning, but some of you ate indomies. These foods, these are organic food. Your body have the ability to undergo digestion process where this organic food is being broken down with the aid of enzymes and of course gastric acid in the stomach, thereby converting this food. The intestine, especially the small intestine, have the ability to absorb this food that your body have already broken down. Are we together? Now, at the process of doing this, they make use of this food, either carbohydrate, proteins, make use of this food. Then if it's okay, let's say for carbohydrate now, they break down carbohydrate in form of what? Glucose, by a process called hydrolysis reactions. Though that hydrolysis and condensation is not at your level for now, but there is what we call hydrolysis reaction where water is added to the molecules of disaccharides and then broken down, or polysaccharide, thereby breaking it down into disaccharide or monosaccharide for your body to be able to utilize this food in a simpler form, which is either in glucose forms, in fructose forms, or galactose forms, thereby splitting it into converting into making up what we know as what? ATPs, which is adenosine triphosphate. Are we together? Which your body now uses to produce what? Energy for cellular functions. Are we together, class? Now, we have two modes of nutrition. What we have on the body is autotrophic nutrition and what? Heterotrophic nutrition. Now, what is autotrophic nutrition, class? Yes? Eh? See, please, just come forward. Three of you. Come forward, I beg. Uh-huh. I know you love backseat a lot, but at least try to come to. Yes. What is your name? Olisa.
They usually look at me like now. I go to produce food for themselves.
Okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Do you hear what you say? Please be audible, Olisa.
The process that way they look at me like plants that produce food for themselves.
For themselves. For themselves. Very good. Anybody? You have any other explanation to what you say? I mean, apart from what you say. All right. Autotrophic nutritions are plants, are living organisms rather, that have the tendency of converting what? Of producing food by themselves. That is, they do not depend on any other organism, but have the ability to produce food by themselves. Are we together, class? Give me examples of plants that. Eh? Autotrophic nutrition. It is the types of nutrition whereby living organisms manufacture food for themselves, manufacture or produce, but for themselves without the influence of other organisms. Are we together? Like plant, for example. Plants have the tendency of producing food or manufacturing food for themselves, right? Using what? Sunlight, water, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide. Are we together? Yes. The same goes for other organisms like microorganisms, like bacteria. They have the tendency of, even algae, they also have the tendency, algae as well, also have the tendency of undergoing what? Autotrophic what? Nutritions. Are we together? So living organisms that have the tendency of carrying out this kind of nutritions are called autotroph. Are we together, class? Give me examples of the organisms that carry out autotrophic nutrition. that I just mentioned? Plant. Very good. Very good. Now, autotrophic nutrition are basically of two forms or two types. One of the types of autotrophic nutrition is what? Photosynthesis. Are we together, class? One of the types of autotrophic nutrition is what? And secondly is what? Chemosynthesis. But first of all, what is photosynthesis? This is basic, yeah, like, it's common. It's common. But do you know how plant manufacture food by photosynthesis? Eh? Through sunlight. Do you know the processes that is involved? Eh? Do you know the processes that is involved in photosynthesis? Eh? Are we together, class? All right, you will know it now. Eh? But what is photosynthesis? Yes, you were saying something.
This is when a plant use
You can stand up, stand up, stand up.
This is when a plant manufactures food through sunlight.
Through sunlight. Okay. Yes, Olisa, I want to say something. All right, very good. Any other person? Photosynthesis. See, I expect everybody to raise up their hands. I expect everybody because photosynthesis is a basic part of biology. Abi? Photosynthesis.
Plants manufacture food from sunlight through water and
Okay. Very good. That is a good attempt. Eh? That is a good attempt. Are we together, class? All right. Photosynthesis as a types of autotrophic nutrition. It is a type of nutrition whereby plants or living organism, which is of course plant is a living organism, whereby plants manufacture food in the presence of what? Sunlight, chlorophyll, water. Are we together? Let me list them out. Number one, I say what? Sunlight. Uh-huh. Yeah, pigments. Yes. What else again? Uh-huh. Sunlight, water, pigments, carbon dioxide, temperature. Are we together, class? Now, for plant to be able to manufacture food by photosynthetic method, they actually requires these factors. Are we together, class? For plant to be able to manufacture food through sunlight, they requires these certain factors. Now, give me examples of plants. Give me examples of plants.
maize.
sorry, but can we not enter?
No, you cannot enter. Because you didn't do the assignment.
So don't miss this class.
I know you miss it for today. Eh? I will still give assignment today.
Divine. Ah, thank God. No problem, sir. I'll go on. Yeah, so I'll come.
You better have.
All right. Now, the chloroplasts have, are we together, class? The chloroplasts have the tendency, or the chlorophyll rather, have the tendency of absorbing the spectrum of light from the sun. Blue, yellow, green, what, name it. I think you did these things in physics. The spectrum of light of, I think the prism, I think there is something in physics like prism of light, Abby, where it has 7 colors. Very good. Now, the chlorophyll have the tendency of absorbing this light. Are we together? Now, as they absorb this light from the sun, they give out green lights as byproducts, which give that color characteristics of leaf, that greenish color characteristics. Because of the light that chlorophyll give out, that green light that it gives out, that makes it possible for the leaf of plant to have that greenish what coloration. Are we together? Now, plant also requires what? Water. Plant requires water because without water there can't be photosynthesis. I will tell you why later. Of course, pigment, I think I've mentioned that. Now the carbon dioxide again. The carbon dioxide, it is used, this carbon dioxide is used to produce what? Carbohydrate as final product for plants. Then we have temperature. Of course, what is temperature, class?
Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of the body.
I have brilliant students here. Now, how do photosynthesis takes place in plants? Photosynthesis undergoes what is known as 2 phases or 2 stages. One is light phase and dark phase, and second is what? Dark phase. Are we together? What is here? Light phase and what? Very good. Have you come across these 2 words before in photosynthesis? You say?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Can you say anything about this 2 parts? Okay. It's all right. Now, for photosynthesis to occur in plants, you have to pass through these 2 processes, which is what? The light phase and what? Dark phase. Light phase is the photochemical splitting of water into hydrogens and oxygens.
Okay. I know the guy.
Wait, what?
Okay, for those at the back, you might not see this thing very well. I say light phase is the photochemical splitting of water into hydrogens and what? Oxygens. whereby oxygen is given off as what? Byproducts. And hydrogen is used in the what? Dark phase. It makes sense, Avi? These photochemical splittings cannot take place without. Are we together, class? Now, as sunlight shines on the leaf of plants or on plant generally, the light that comes into the leaf splits the water molecules on plants into what? Hydrogens and also, of course, you know that water is made up of yeah, H2O, Abi. Are we together, class? So now the sunlight splits this water into what? Hydrogens and oxygen. Now this is what happens next. The oxygen is being given off as waste product. They don't need, they give it off as waste product. Have you not imagined, I mean, how plants is able to, I mean, how you are able to get fresh air when you sit under trees or sit under plants? Have you not imagined something like that? The oxygen that is given off during photosynthesis is what you as organism takes in. Do you understand? Then you also give out carbon dioxide as waste product as well. But plant give out what? Oxygens as what? Byproduct. Now the hydrogens remains. Now, I forgot to mention that once the photochemical splittings happens, it produces this and also produces ATP. One molecules of ATP is produced. Are we together? You know what is ATP, right? Now, by the time it produces this ATP, these hydrogens is stores in what you know as electron carriers called nicotinamide dinucleotide, which is NAD. Are we together, class? This hydrogen here is being stored inside this thing called nicotinamide what? Dinucleotide, which is also known as NAD. Are we together, class? Now, this NAD is now move forward into what? Dark phase, which is the second phase of photosynthesis. Now the hydrogens that is moved from the light phase now react with this carbon dioxide at the dark phase to produce what? Carbohydrate. Are we together, class? Now you see how plants manufacture food, right? Of course, this carbohydrate can either be polysaccharides, disaccharides, or monosaccharides. Is that not so? But most plants they produce this food in form of what? Polysaccharide. Which of course, this carbohydrate can either be stored in the leaf, stores in the stem, or stores what? In the roots. Like most of you ate, how many of you ate yam this morning? Very good. Yams is what? Tuberous crops, right? The starch, this food that is produced by this plant, is stored at the root point. Are we together, class? Which you as consumer harvest this root of this plant and eat. The essence of eating, not because you like the shape of the yam, but because you want to eat that starch inside. Are we together, class? The same goes for other plants too. All right. This is this for photosynthesis. Now, chemosynthesis here. Yes, question.
Like take the hydrogen move to this NA. Now this NAD now is present in the leaf or the sun.
No. It's present in the leaf. Eh? It's present in the leaf. Okay. Yes. Question.
This there are some plants that don't have green color, like they don't have green pigments, they don't have green leaves. Some is white, some is pink. What is the cause of that?
Okay. Now.
Stay outside, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Now, once the greeny pigmentations of leaf, there are some plants that naturally what can actually causes change of pigmentations of leaf are different factors, either by deficiencies of minerals that causes chlorosis. There is what we call chlorosis, loss of green colorations of leaf. Are we together, class? Or naturally the plants have its own pigment. Are we together, class? Are we together? Or naturally the plants have different pigmentation that is green, that is different from what? Green. But such a plant can still manufacture food for themselves. Are we together? Such a plant can still manufacture food. Even there are some certain algae. Have you come across this word algae before? You have come across algae, right? Now there are some certain algae that have different pigmentations, even apart from chlorophyll. Though those that have pigmentations as chlorophyll falls under the class chlorophyll. But though there are some other algae that have different pigmentations, yellow pigmentations, brown pigmentations, because of the presence of what pigment called chromatophore. Chromatophore is a different pigmentations. Are we together? We also have another pigmentations called carotenoid. It's another pigmentations that gives the color characteristics of what is this thing? Carrots. Are we together? That give that color characteristics of carrot. But there are some plants that have different pigmentations apart from this chlorophyll. Are we together? But if that is not the case, then the change of the green pigmentation of plants can be deficiency of nutrients, mineral salt, especially macro or micro mineral salt. Are we together? Any other question? Can we push forward? Chemosynthesis. What is chemosynthesis? What is chemosynthesis, class? Anybody? Chemosynthesis.
When organisms produce their own food by the oxidation. I think it's by oxidation.
Okay. That is very good. Any other person again? Chemosynthesis. Okay. Who is just hearing chemosynthesis for the first time? Can raise up your hand if you are just hearing. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah. All right. Chemosynthesis is a process whereby living organisms convert inorganic molecules into organic substances for themselves. Like there is a inorganic molecules like hydrogen, carbon, sulfurs. Hello? You say what? I will come again. I say it's a process whereby living organisms convert inorganic molecules into organic substances for nutrition. Are we together? For nutrition. That is the ability of organisms to be able to convert hydrogens, nitrogens, name it, into nutrition for themselves. That process is called chemosynthesis.
Explain that. So does that mean that when a plant takes in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, it's chemosynthesis?
No. Photosynthesis. Like certain organisms like bacteria, cyanobacterium or other bacteria in the soil have the tendency of converting sulfur, carbons. In fact, name it, there are different macromolecules. There are different macromolecules and there are different micromolecules. We have carbon, sulfur, magnesium, potassium, borons, name it. Okay, they have the tendency, this organism, they have the tendency of converting these molecules into what? Organic molecules. Okay, this is inorganic. They have the tendency of converting it into producing what? Carbohydrate, into producing food for themselves. Like certain bacteria have ability to do that. Even cyanobacterium or cyanobacteria, cyanobacteria have the tendency of doing these things. Are we together? Even nitrogen fixing bacteria like nitrobacter have the tendency of of carrying out chemosynthesis. Even another organism like rhizobium. We have different species of organisms that can actually carry out nutrition by chemosynthesis. Now, hello class, are we together class? Chemosynthesis, photosynthesis are the two major types of what? Autotrophic what? Nutrition. Are we together class? In case you are asked to give the types of autotrophic nutrition, autotrophic and what? Chemosynthesis. Now, mineral requirement. Okay, once we do this mineral requirement, then we enter into heterotrophic what? Nutrition. What is mineral requirement? Mineral requirement. Give me examples of this mineral. All right. Thank God that nobody mentioned Coke and Fanta. Thank God. All right. Minerals. All right. What are these minerals? Yeah, you say sodium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Now, thank God that you have idea of these things. Minerals are, hello class, are we together? Minerals are inorganic substances. Minerals are inorganic substances that plant utilizes for several functions or for several roles. Minerals in plants are inorganic substances or inorganic elements that plants utilizes for what? Several functionalities. Either for chlorophyll formation, that is functionalities of several functions, minerals. And these minerals in this plant, are we together class? Are we together? These minerals in plants are actually needed either in small quantity or what? In large quantities. Are we together? Now, of course, which goes down to the two forms of mineral required, which is macro and what? Macro and what? Exactly. So in case you see, aside from macro, in case you see mega, it's still the same thing. Okay? Are we together, class? These minerals, we have different of them. Okay, but I think I should just let me just say few of these minerals and their functions. I'm coming. My brother is asking me if I brought mineral. I didn't bring mineral. I want you to write now. Nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen.
I need to find it realistic.
I'm dictating. Are we together, class? Right. One of the okay. Oh, wait. I think I should just give the examples of macro elements separately, then examples of micro elements separately. Eh? Yes. Examples of macro elements: nitrogen, potassium,
Microelement.
macro element, nitrogen, potassium. You can just create colon, eh? Macro element, micro element, or whichever way you want to do it. Are we together? Nitrogen, potassium, carbon, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus. Have I mentioned calcium? Calcium, magnesium, sulfur. Are we together, class? Now, examples of micro elements: iron, iron. Eh? You know how to spell iron, Abi? No, be understand. Magnesium.
Magnesium in mag.
Manganese. Sorry. Are we together? I say iron. That's for micro. Iron, manganese, boron, boron, molybdenum, molybdenum. Are we together, class? Copper, hope you know how to spell copper. Zinc, chlorine, nickel, cobalt, NiCkel, cobalt, sodium, silicon. Are we together, class? Are we together? Now, I won't be able to give list these I mean all the macro and micro elements, their functions, and of course effects of their deficiency in plants. But I will just mention few, and I will give you assignment. I gave you assignment the other time, right? Huh? For those that have not done theirs, this is your second chance. And for those that have not completed the assignment, this is your second chance. For the drawings, and of course, the Plasmodium species. Are we together? Uh-huh. This one, I'm going to list few of them. Okay, I'm going to list few of macro and micro. Then I will ask you to write the remaining one. All right. Number one is nitrogens. Yeah, I want to explain. I want to explain the nitrogens. Nitrogens. Hello, class. Are we together? Nitrogen, which is a macro element in plants, is actually essential for nucleic acid formations in plants. It is essential. No, you might not write. Don't write. Write now, guy. Okay, nucleic acid formations, chlorophyll formations in plants. Are we together, class? I should come again. Nitrogen, which is a macro element in plants, is essential for chlorophyll formation. Nucleic acid formations.
Which is the macro element?
Nitrogen.
Yeah. Which is the macro element?
For liquid formation.
Nucleic, not liquid.
Please.
Hello, class. Did I say this? Mention this word the other time? When we were talking about which parts of class? Yes. When I was treating cell organelle, and then I mentioned DNA. Abi, did I mention nucleic acid? I did now. Nucleic acid are the acid that makes up the nucleus of living organisms. Okay. Are we together? They are the deoxyribonucleic acid and what? The ribonucleic acid of nucleus. Are we together, class? So what is the unit of the nucleic acid? The nucleic acid have units. I think or was it not in this class I mentioned unit of nucleic acid? Unit of nucleic acid. Okay, unit of nucleic acid is called nucleotide. Unit of nucleic acid is called what? Nucleotide. Are we together, class? Nucleotide. The nucleotide is made up of the adenine, the thymine, the guanine, the uracil, the cytosine. Okay, they are the building blocks of the structures of DNA and what? RNA. Okay, I think that part might not be at your own level for now. Okay, yeah, it's more of like an A-level syllabus, but or should I say it? Okay, no knowledge is a waste, Abi. All right. Yes. Nitrogens. I said it's essential for what?
Nucleic acid and chlorophyll formation in plants.
Now, deficiency of these nitrogens in plants can actually cause what is known as stunted growth and of course chlorosis in plants. Stunted growth, that is inability of this plant to grow. Short. Do you understand? And chlorosis is the changing of the green pigmentations of leaf into yellow or whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying, class? Or any other colors rather. It's called chlorosis. Another macro element. Go ahead.
The chlorosis, the plant is supposed to be green, like normal, like cassava leaf. The normal is like green, and then sometimes you notice that the color of the leaf changing to yellow. But it's supposed to be
Green.
green. Doesn't mean that the chlorophyll is absent. Then another pigment is present.
Okay, I think this my sister asked similar question. Eh? Yes. Now, the soil. You see the soil? Are we together, class? This soil, especially the humus soils, okay, contains organic substances. That is debris of animals, debris of plants that must have decomposed. Are we together? Are you understanding my English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that must have what? Decomposed. And of course, the soil also contains this macro element that I've mentioned. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, what actually activates this element is of course present of what? Water. Water actually activates this element that I've mentioned. If there is sufficient amount of water, then there will be sufficient translocations or transport of this macro element or micro element from the root of plant to different parts of the plant. Are we together, class? Now, if there is deficiency in supply of this water, then it will the effect will show in the plants, where the leaf of this plant will now start changing colors. We start changing colors. Are we together? But there are some plants that have buttressed roots, thick root. Their root have ability to extend to a long distance. Those kind of plants have ability, they even go down. They have ability to soak water from the soil and then still maintain their greenish coloration.
So example of which plants?
This thing, which plants? Mangoes, oranges. Are we together? Now, but there are some certain plants that do not have their roots do not have that buttress modifications. Okay, they can extend, but they do not have ability to extend deep down for search of what? This water and of course minerals. So such kind of plants in some certain part of their life, they will undergo sclerosis. Are we together, class? Okay, let's proceed. I know you love jotting a lot. Phosphorus. Phosphorus. Phosphorus is essential for seed germination. Phosphorus, right, is essential for what? Also for photosynthesis. Are we together, class? Yes. And it is also essential for cell growth, and it is essential for cell division in plants. Phosphorus. You know what is germination, right? You know how plants germinate, right? I think you have been taught in secondary schools. And the types of germination. You know the types of germination? Very good. What are the types of germination? That is it. Okay. Be audible for my guy to hear.
I said epigal and hypogal.
I beg you, leave him. All right. Now, hello class, are we together, class? For seed to germinate, for seed of plant to germinate, they have to undergo what is known as dormancy state. Dormancy. Now, at that point of dormancy, the next stage is water inhibitions. They start getting water. They start accumulating water. As the seeds start accumulating water, that's enzymes that have become dormant for a long period of time will become activated. The same thing goes with the macro element and macro and micro element in this seed of this plant will become activated. As it becomes activated, then cell division takes place, elongation, and then growth starts occurring. Then you start seeing the cotyledon coming out. All right. Yes. What about the deficiency of phosphorus? Deficiency of phosphorus, of course, shows purple colorations of leaf and of course stem. See, better open your ear. Now. Better open your ear. I'm fast. Okay. Deficiency shows purple coloration of stem and what? Leaves. And of course, the growth, it has a retarded growth, stunted growth still happens in this plant in lacks or deficiency of phosphorus. The next is potassium. Potassium, which is macro elements, is essential in regulating stomata opening and closing.
It's essential.
Stomata opening and closing. Potassium is essential in regulating stomata opening and closing. I hope you know what is stomata, class.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
This for the gaseous.
Okay. Deficiency of this potassium. Hello, class. Deficiency of this potassium shows low yield of crops. Okay, and of course, coiled leaf. Leaf becomes coil. Of course, if leaf becomes coil, it makes it impossible for the leaf to face the sun, Abi. If the leaf do not face the sun, then what happens? You will not be able to produce food by photosynthesis, Abi. All right. How many did I mention? 3. Because of time. Now, I think I gave, how many macro elements did I give? Check your table. 7. You said 9? Okay, 9. Okay, some wrote 7, some wrote 9. All right. And I've given 3, Abi. Their functions and deficiency, Abi. 3. Your assignment now is that the remaining 9, write their roles, their functions, their roles or functions. Hello. Hello. It's okay. Write their roles or their functions and what? Their deficiency. Are you together? The remaining ones. I didn't get your question. Let me finish. Let me see the one I can touch. Now, let's treat the micro. One of the micro is what? Boron. Are we together, class? Boron. Boron is actually essential for cell wall formations in plants. Hello, class. Boron is essential for what? Cell wall formation in plants. Class, I hope you know what is cell wall. I hope you know the functions of cell wall because we did it during the when we drew plant and animal cell. Abi? Um, my brother touching your hair. Stand up. What is the function of the cell wall?
I'm not a biology.
You don't have biology? Eh? Oh, okay. I know you are here. What is the function of the cell wall?
Provides rigidity and strength and shape to the
That is true. Do you understand now? It is only plant that have what? Yeah, that it's plant as a multicellular organism that have cell what wall. Are we together? Do do animal cell have cell wall? Are you sure?
No, they don't have the cell membrane, not cell wall.
Now, the deficiency of boron is that what is known as terminal board with the deficiency of boron leads to how will I even put this in English? Yes. Deficiency of boron actually shows immaturations of what terminal board. Terminal board. You know, flowers. You know flowers of plant, right? Flowers of plant can either be terminal flowers or what azai flowers. Okay, I think though it's not covered in your syllabus, but flowers. There are flowers that is called hello. Wait, I remember I mentioned something like this. I mentioned terminal flowers when I was talking about plant and animal in my previous class. Terminal flowers are the flowers that is flowers that is born on the stem or the branches of plants. Eh? Like, have you seen flowers in mango before? Cashews. Eh? Okay. You have seen most of you. You don't even. In fact, if you see mango, you just walk past. You don't even look. You only go to market to buy the fruit and eat, but you don't observe. As biologists, you need to observe your environment. Observe plants. Hmm? Yes. Okay. Let me say this as a challenge to you guys. On your own, presently now, this is a period where flowers of where mangoes, the flowers is actually growing or maturing into forming fruit. So you can presently now you can see flowers on mangoes. So on your own, just try check mango plants. Check the stem. It has some, is it yellow or something red? So check the flowers of mangoes, okay? Because mangoes is more common around. So check the stem or check the branches rather of this mango. The tips of it, you will see something that looks like as if it's grains. That looks like grains, as if it's rice. Let me just use that word. Eh? That thing is called the flower, okay? and it's called terminal flower because the flower is born on the branches or the stem. So it's called terminal flower. And it arises from a bud called terminal bud. Are we together, class?
What do you say we should have with mangoes? You know, like it occurs when the mango is about to produce now.
Presently now you see it. Presently now you see it. So if you see mango, please try and look this is. Try and check your environment. Try and look. I think there is mango tree around here. Okay, I think there is mango tree across there. Okay, are we together, class?
So then what type of so what is this one now called? Pancanettes. Like their own production.
Yes, very good, very good. Pancane, you see this pancane?
Yes.
They produce this flower called azai flowers because they are born at perpendicular end of this. They are found in between the leaf and the stem, so they are called azai flowers. Are you together? But if they are born at the tips of the stem or the branches, it's called terminal. Are we together? All right. Now, the next micro elements.
Manganese.
Let's strip sulfur. Sulfur. Are we together, class? Micro. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Manganese, sodium, chlorine, zinc, copper.
Or iron.
I can't do all. We have to do few because of time. Let's do iron. Iron. Let's do iron. Now, iron, which is micro element, is actually essential for enzymatic functions of plants.
Come again.
That is for enzyme function now. Iron, right, is essential for enzyme function. If you want to say it very well, you say enzymatic function.
That is a mighty for enzymatic.
Can you see it from there? Can you see it from there?
Enzymatic what?
Function. I think I mentioned something like seed germination, right? When I mentioned activation of enzyme, it is the iron. Iron also help in activating dormant enzymes in seed. Okay. Yes. Now, the deficiency of it. I'm coming. The deficiency of iron actually shows pale green color. Are we together? Pale green color or yellowing of leaf. Are we together? Deficiency of iron. How many micro have I mentioned? Oh, really? Okay. The next micro element is zinc. Zinc is involved in chlorophyll formation. Are we together? Zinc is involved in what? Chlorophyll formation. Deficiency is chlorosis and stunted growth. Chlorosis. That is deficiency or chlorosis. But it's essential for what? Chlorophyll formation. Stunted growth. Some persons are lost. I say it's essential for what? Chlorophyll deficiency.
Chlorosis and stunted growth.
Now, let's look at this particular one, heterotrophic nutrition. Please, I've given second assignment, right? I gave 3 macro and 3 micro. So you do the rest. That was why I took my time and gave the available micro and macro. Okay? So you do the rest. And ensure you submit it. Now, what is heterotrophic nutrition?
This is the type of nutrition whereby an organism depends on another organism for food.
Okay. Do we agree?
Yes, sir. So we agree now.
You agree?
Yes.
She said something. Okay. Maybe it's
This is the process whereby an organism depends on another organism for food or for nutrition.
Are we together? All right. That is true. That is correct. So it is a types of nutrition in which organism depends on what? Another organism for what? Nutrition. Now, what is that now, Chairman? Now, do you know that plants undergo heterotrophic nutrition?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Plants also undergo heterotrophic nutrition. Some plants, not all plants, no, not all plants. But they are still plants. I ask a question. Now, do you know that plants undergo heterotrophic nutrition?
Yes.
If you know, we push to the next thing now.
We know.
Okay, you know. Oh yeah, explain so that the rest will.
Plants used to grow on some trees.
Okay. Grows on some trees.
Their roots used to be
Okay, all right. Such scenario is not heterotrophic nutrition.
that is not what.
Those plants are called epiphytes. Why they are called epiphytes? Hello, are we together? Why they are called epiphytes is that they lack the ability to stand on their own. They lack the ability to stand on their own, maybe due to weak stem, or maybe due to immature roots. Okay, the immature root of plant is called rhizoid. Immature rhizoid is called roots. Are we together, class? Look at it here. You must have come across this one before now. I better drop your bag, Joe.
I'm feeling cold.
You're feeling. Hey, look at your dressing now. This weather, even me, I'm even feeling cold, but I still have to manage. Now, class, I was saying something. Plants undergoes heterotrophic nutrition. Animal also undergoes heterotrophic what? Nutrition. We have different kind of plant that actually undergoes this. There are some plants. These heterotrophic nutritions in plants are basically of three different types. Three different types. Heterotrophic nutritions in plants are of three different types. Number one is parasitic. Are we together? Parasitic heterotrophic nutrition. You know this parasite, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Number two is saprophytic. You know the saprophyte, right?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
You say?
Parasitic. Parasite. Hey. It's so paracetamol.
Is there anything?
Break.
Parasitic, saprophytic, then the last is what? Insectivorous. Have you not come across these three words before?
Yes, sir.
Eh? This is something that you do in your in your secondary school level now. Eh? Though though in your secondary school level, I understand. Hello class. Hello. I will understand with you if you have not been treated this, because mostly in your secondary school level, what they do is to give the types of nutritions, autotrophic and heterotrophic, and explain it. I'm not sure they have gone deep in talking about the types of heterotrophic nutrition in plants. I'm not sure. Now, what is parasitic heterotrophic nutrition? Yes.
This is a type of relationship whereby one organism is benefiting and the other organism is losing.
That is good. Hello class. Now, this plants that undergoes heterotrophic nutrition do not have the tendency of undergoing autotrophic nutrition. Are we together? Just listen before you write. Do not have the tendency of undergoing autotrophic nutrition. As a matter of fact, from our explanation, they have the ability to depend on other organisms for what? Survival. Are we together? Now, parasitic, especially plant like doda plant. There is a plant called doda plant. Doda plant is purely parasitic what? Plants. They feed on another plant. Okay. Let me give you another assignment. But this one is not to draw. You all have browsing phones, right?
No.
You don't have browsing phone?
No.
Go and borrow. Now, check the diagram of doda plants. DODDER. Then plants. ER.
So we should check, not drop. Just check it.
If I say you check now, most of you will not even check.
Let's draw it.
So should we draw?
No.
Oh yeah, let's draw. Majority carries a vote.
Yes.
You say we should draw, right?
No.
No. What I heard is yes. So draw. Eh?
So let's go.
Okay, we should vote.
Yes.
No, we can't vote in the class. Time has gone. Eh?
It's 100. Keep short.
All right.